Hello, everyone. My name is Dania. I am a research associate with the Escape Project. I'm very delighted to be here today to introduce you to a new teaching resource that is called the Concept Detective. And this resource can be downloaded from the Escape Project's website. If you go to escapeproject.ca, you log into the teacher portal. In the portal, you can find e-learning resources, and in learning resources, you can download this resource in a Word format. The Concept Detective is a good resource that can be used to support learning content areas such as science and math. It can support different learners, including those in French immersion and language learners. So the idea is that as students learn about a new unit or continue to learn in a unit, they will add new concepts and terms that will help them understand the content. In addition, they may decide to write the definitions of these contents, their understandings or examples, either in English, French, or other languages that they understand. Additionally, they may decide to draw pictures or add illustrations that support their understanding of these languages. In this example from a unit on electricity, students tried to write some examples and definitions to related to new words. For example, a student wrote when were thinking about conductor that iron is a conductor of electricity. Another one wrote that conductors are things that let electricity through. A student also wrote that definition in Korean and wanted to connect the learning they are doing with previous learning. Another student went home and asked parents about what does conductor mean in Arabic and wrote down that conductor is naqil al-kahraba. When a student tried to talk about resistance, they were not sure, so they wrote, I don't really understand. For me, it's something we learned in history. And we wanted to introduce a color coding that you may decide to use as an exit ticket to support your learners. For example, they can write terms that they understand really well in green, terms that they are not sure about and probably need more help with in yellow or orange, terms that they feel they really need help with in red. So in this example, again, the student wrote resistance in red and conductor in green. They felt they had a good understanding of conductors but needed more help in resistance. You may use this opportunity to invite students and, to support the detective and inquiry-based approach to learning about new concepts, to ask students either to ask teachers, do research, talk to their peers, or invite family members and parents to tell them about these concepts, either in English or in other languages. Some of you might decide to print the concept detective and give it to students in the classroom. Others may decide to create a resource in Google Classroom or other learning management systems, or create an assignment where students can, for each unit, add new words. So for example, I'm writing here, there's an assignment for Unit 1 about concept detectives, and I could say, please use this to add new words, concepts, as you learn them in the unit. I might ask students to submit when they have, for example, 10 terms ready, or wait and submit at the end of the unit. I've uploaded a copy of the concept detective on my drive, so I'm going to just find it right now and insert it in here. And I'm going to create a copy for each student. And the due date I might decide to assign will depend. So I might assign it at the end of the unit, or I may decide to use this kind of like how journals are used throughout the year. So maybe ask students to use this for all units, not just for unit 1. So just use it as concept detective every time they learn a new unit, a new concept or word in a subject, they add it there. And then we can work together on a system where how, they can ask students, they can ask families and continue to add works and use it as a way to check in on students, and perhaps they can submit it at the end of each term. We hope that you found this resource helpful and you'll find it very helpful in the classroom. Please do reach out to us with any questions or comments. We would love to hear from you. Also, please feel free to participate in our forum. Share how you use this in the classroom, some examples, some tips and tricks, or any suggestions to make this resource better for you and your students. Thank you so much.